What's up, guys? It's Ty here, and today I have the Week 9 recap here for the 2018 NBA season. So, last week we ended on December 11th, 2017. We went over all those games. Now we are on to Tuesday, December 12th. And the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Atlanta Hawks 123-114. Taurean Prince had 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. LeBron James, 25 points and 17 assists. LeBron is 33 and he's feasting. It's incredible how he's able to do what he does. The Denver Nuggets beat the Detroit Pistons, who started out hot out the gate and now have kind of stumbled, but I'm sure they can get back. 103-84. Jamal Murray led the scoring for the Nuggets with 28 points, and Langston Galloway had 18 for the Pistons. Kind of a weird leading score. The New York Knicks beat the LA Lakers in OT 113-109. Lonzo had 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Kristaps Porzingis really showed up in this game with 37 points and 11 rebounds. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Washington Wizards. You can't say that pretty often. They won 103-98. Bradley Beal's 28 points was not enough to get the win here. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson had a double-double with 16 points and 12 rebounds. The Mavericks beat the San Antonio Spurs in Kawhi Leonard's return to the court, 95-87. Rudy Gay had 21 points for the Spurs, and J.J. Barea, 16 points, 6 boards, and 6 assists for the Mavericks. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in overtime, 118-112. Joel Embiid was flirting with a triple-double here, 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Jimmy Butler, though, went off. He had 38 points and 6 rebounds for the Timberwolves, but obviously it wasn't enough. The Sacramento Kings beat the Phoenix Suns 99-92. Mike James had 17 points for the Suns, and George Hill had 18 points for the Kings. On to Wednesday's action, we had the Boston Celtics beating the Denver Nuggets 124-118. Gary Harris really showed up this game. He had 36 points for the Nuggets, but Kyrie had 33 points and 7 assists in the Celtics win. They moved to 24-6 on the year. We're freaking beasts, man. In Paul George's return to Indy, they beat the Pacers 102-95. Steven Adams had 23 points and 13 rebounds in his double-double effort. And Thaddeus Young had 11 points as leading scorer for Indiana. Kind of a low leading score, if I do have to be honest. After falling down by 11 in the first quarter, the Clippers came back to beat the Magic 106-95. DeAndre Jordan had 16 points and 20 rebounds. A great game from him. And Mario Hezonja had 17 points and 9 rebounds, one short of a double-double. Another game, another Grizzlies loss. The Wizards beat them 93-87. Andrew Harrison, former Kentucky Wildcat, he led the scoring for Memphis with 20 points. Bradley Beal had 18 points for the Wizards. The Portland Trailblazers beat the Miami Heat 102-95, anchored by a 32 points fourth quarter comeback win. C.J. McCollum had 28 points for the Trailblazers, and Wade Ellington had 24 for the Heat. The Bulls have won 4 straight. They beat the Jazz 103-100. Donovan Mitchell keeps showing up, playing great with 32 points. And Nikolai Mirotic, 29 points and 9 rebounds, 1 rebound short of a double-double. Nikolai Mirotic playing really well after he got back from his little suspension. The New Orleans Pelicans beat the Milwaukee Bucks 105-108. Giannis also came a rebound short of a double-double. He had 32 points and 9 rebounds. DeMarcus Cousins had 26 points and 13 rebounds for the winning Pelicans. The Toronto Raptors beat the Phoenix Suns 115-109. DeMar DeRozan's 37 points and 7 rebounds outlasted Troy Daniels' 32 points to beat the Suns. And then the Houston Rockets cannot stop winning. They are now 12-0 with Chris Paul in the lineup. They beat the Hornets 108-96. Chris Paul himself had 31 points and 11 assists. Dwight Howard, 26 points and 18 rebounds, turning back the clock. On to Thursday here, the Detroit Pistons, they got a win finally. They snapped their losing streak of 7. They beat the Atlanta Hawks 105-91. Andre Drummond, 2 assists away from a triple-double. He had 12 points and 19 rebounds. Ersan Ilyasova, again leading scorer for the Hawks with 23. The New York Knicks beat the Brooklyn Nets. Kristaps Porzingis did leave the game with a knee injury, though. Hopefully he's okay. Courtney Lee had 27 points for the Knicks, and Spencer Dinwiddie, 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists for the Nets. In the first matchup between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Lakers, the Cavaliers beat them, or basically Cavs versus LeBron versus Lonzo. We had Brandon Ingram, though, lead the score. Oh, this is really awkward. Brandon Ingram had 26 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. LeBron James, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists. It just looks really awkward. They're the same rebounds, same assists for both of them. It's just really weird. It's really weird. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Sacramento Kings 119-96. Karl Anthony Towns had 30 points and 14 rebounds, and Zebo had 15 points and 9 boards for the Kings. And then the Golden State Warriors beat the Dallas Mavericks 112-97. Dirk had 18 points and 9 rebounds for the Mavericks, and Kevin Durant had 36 points and 11 rebounds for the Golden State Warriors. Let's move on to Friday's action. We had tons of action on Friday. Starting out with the Utah Jazz beating the Boston Celtics 107-95. But Rudy Gobert did get hurt in that game. And he will be out, I think, 3 to 4 weeks, I believe it was. But that is very sad. Hopefully he can come back sooner than that, because he's a great player and the Jazz really need him. Ricky Rubio had 22 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and Kyrie's 33 points was not enough to get the win. The Miami Heat beat the Charlotte Hornets 104-98. James Johnson had 11 points for the Heat, and Kemba Walker had 25 points for Charlotte. The Pistons have won 2 in a row, and the Pacers have lost 2 in a row. Pistons won 104-98. Andre Drummond had 23 points and 13 rebounds, and Victor Oladipo, 2 rebounds away from double-double with 26 points and obviously 8 rebounds. The Portland Trailblazers beat the Orlando Magic 95-88. Damian Lillard had 21 points for the Trailblazers, and Nikolai Vucevic had 26 points and 14 boards for the Magic. In a 3-overtime thriller, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Philadelphia 76ers 119-117. Russell Westbrook had 27 points, 18 rebounds, and 15 assists. And Joel Embiid had 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Dang. The Washington Wizards beat the Los Angeles Clippers 100-91. Lou Williams had 23 points for the Clippers, and Bradley Beal had a double-double with 20 points and 11 rebounds. The Raptors throttled the Brooklyn Nets 120-87. Nick Stauskas was the leading scorer for the Nets with 22 points, and DeMar DeRozan once again led the scoring for the Raptors with 31. The Grizzlies got a win. They beat the, shocking, Atlanta Hawks 96-94. Kent Bazemore had 19 points for the Hawks, and Tyreek Evans had 22 for the Grizzlies. Chicago Bulls have won 5 in a row. What is going on in Chi-Town? They beat the Milwaukee Bucks 115-109. Bobby Portis, 27 points, 12 rebounds, and Giannis had 29 points and 16 rebounds, but that was not enough to get the win. The Denver Nuggets beat the New Orleans Pelicans 117-111 in overtime. Anthony Davis had 28 points and 12 rebounds, and Trey Lyles had 19 points, 7 rebounds for Denver. The Rockets get another win here. They beat the San Antonio Spurs 124-109. Joffrey Laverne, one of my favorite players, just because a video I made about him got like 5,000 views on this channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's on my channel. He had 14 points. And Chris Paul, 13-0 with Chris Paul in the lineup. He had 28 points and 8 assists. Chris Paul is a freaking beast. On Saturday, a lot of games Saturday. The Boston Celtics beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Obviously, it started out with a 31-12 first quarter for the Celtics. Jeez. 102-93 win for them. J-Tay had 19 points and 9 rebounds for Boston, and Marcus Gasol had 30 points and 10 rebounds for Memphis. Trailblazers won a close one against the Charlotte Hornets, 93-91. Damian Lillard had a double-double with 18 points and 11 assists. Nicholas Batum had 23 points for Charlotte. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Utah Jazz 109-100. Donovan Mitchell, once again, we're always hearing that name. He had 26 points for Utah. And LeBron James had himself another triple-double here with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Knicks beat the Oklahoma City Thunder pretty handily, 111-96. Russell Westbrook had 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Michael Beasley, former second overall pick in the 2008 draft, behind Derrick Rose, obviously, as we know. He had 30 points for the Knicks. The Miami Heat moved to over 500 on the year. They beat the Los Angeles Clippers 90-85. DeAndre Jordan has a game and another 20 rebound game for him. Josh Richardson had 28 points for the Heat. The Rockets cannot stop winning. They beat the Bucks 115-111. Not the Grizzlies, the Bucks. Yeah, Giannis was a rebound shy of a double-double. He had 28 points, 9 rebounds. And James Harden had himself 31 points for Houston. The Suns beat the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Bet you wouldn't think that. It looks like the Timberwolves, they blew a 15-point lead. The Suns were 108-106. Alex Len, 12 points, 19 rebounds. A monster game from him. Karl-Anthony Towns had 28 points and 11 rebounds in the losing effort. And the San Antonio Spurs beat the Dallas Mavericks on a last-second layup by Manu Ginobili. He kind of just dribbled the clock out and won the game for them. Yogi Ferrell had a double-double with 17 points and 11 rebounds. And LaMarcus Aldridge had 22 points and 14 boards for San Antonio. On to Sunday's action. The Raptors beat the Kings 108-93. Bogdan Bogdanovic had 18 points for Sacramento, and Kyle Lowry had 16 points for the Raptors. The Pistons here have won, I think, 3 straight now. They beat the Magic 114-110. Nikolai Vucevic had 24 points and 14 rebounds, and Reggie Bullock had 20 points for the Pistons. Surprising name. The Pacers snapped their little skid here. They beat the Nets 109-97. Victor Oladipo had 26 points for Indiana, and Alan Crabb 17 for the Nets. And then the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Washington Wizards 106-99. Another game, another LeBron triple-double. He had 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 15 assists. Bradley Beal had 27 points for the Wizards. And now on to today's action, where we got tons of games here. The Celtics just beat the Pacers 112-111. Terry Rozier had a dunk with 1.6 seconds left to win the game. Celtics almost blew this. I would have been very upset, as we scored 38 points against the Pacers 21 in the first quarter. So Celtics get to win. They moved to 26-7. The Sixers are playing the Bulls here. It's a tie game. Actually, the Bulls have won 5 straight. I think the Bulls are going to win 6 straight here. They're going to win here in a 107-107 matchup here. Oh, Victor Oladipo had 38 points for Indiana, and Al Horford was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Justin Holiday has 20 points here for Chicago, and Ben Simmons 19-11 for the Sixers. The Rockets here are going to win a game. The game was close until they outscored the Jazz 41-15 so far in the fourth quarter. That's insane. Clint Capella is 1 rebound away from a 2020 game, 24 points, 19 rebounds. Rodney Hood has 26 points for Utah. Close game here. A lot of close games here. Holy crap. Trailblazers are up 105-104 against the Timberwolves. Damian Lillard has a double-double with 17 points and 12 assists. And Jimmy Butler has 33 points for Minnesota. The Thunder are up by 1 here with 2 seconds left against the Nuggets, 95-94. Russell Westbrook, man. Oh, he missed a second free throw. He had himself 38 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Trey Lyles is a rebound away from a double-double, but I don't think he's going to get it. Mavericks are beating the Suns here in the early stages, or the latter stages of the game here. 71-59. I do think the Mavericks are going to win that game. Spurs are beating the Clippers here, 77-65. DeAndre Jordan's got 13 points and 13 rebounds. That's a lot. The Charlotte Hornets beat the New York Knicks 109-91. Michael Beasley again was the leading scorer for the Knicks with 23 points and 9 rebounds. And Frank the Tank Kaminsky had 24 points for Charlotte. And the Hawks surprisingly got a win, 110? Yeah, 110-104. The Josh Richardson had 26 points for the Heat, and Taurean Prince had 24 for the Hawks. And then the Warriors-Lakers game. It's in LA, but I think the Warriors are going to beat the Lakers in that game. All right, guys, that is going to be it for me. Here are the standings so far right now. If you want to pause to look at them, feel free to. But that's going to be it for me. If you wanted to enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube. If you haven't already, this is Tyler signing off saying I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. Later.